y'all, and welcome to today's video. I am excited because I have the new Simply Posh Genuine Gems palette here with me. We actually talked about this in last week's Judging New Makeup. I talked about how I was planning to purchase this palette and they actually sent it to me. So I'm very excited. We have this beautiful jewel toned color story. We have mattes and duochromes, and what I really want to do today is I want to swatch this palette. I want to create an eye look, and I want to see, is this the same quality as their Fairy Tale Fairies palette, because I really enjoyed that one. I think it's such a beautiful palette, and I'm so happy to see them coming out with another palette in the same format, because I think the row of mattes, the row of duochromes, and then the row of mattes again it's just very pleasing to me. I enjoy looking at it. I enjoy creating looks with it. I feel very inspired. We've got a nice mirror, very pretty packaging. So this palette is available now. So I wanted to give you swatches. I wanted to give you a tutorial. And yeah, try this out. I'm excited about it. And if you're new here, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, testing new palettes, we're here for it. I do upload lots of new videos every single week, so I hope you will subscribe before you leave today. But I'm excited. If you can't tell, I'm excited about this palette. So let's jump into it. Alright, so starting off, this is the Genuine Gems palette from Simply Posh. We have this very luxurious, it looks like silk sheets with the genuine gems on it. And then opening it up, we have 6 mattes on the top row, 6 duochromes, and then 6 deeper mattes down on the bottom. I'll show you a close-up of this palette. You can see all the mattes have this impression of this gem jewel on them. I think that's very fun. We have Simply Posh under the mirror, and then the duochromes in the Fairy Tale Fairies palette were very sparkly. I really enjoyed them, so I'm hoping this is the same formula. It does look like it, so I have high hopes. Let me show you swatches. I love swatching palettes. I think it's so fun. It's a great way to kind of just test the waters of the shadow, see the tones, things like that. I'm also showing you swatches that I took on my iPhone. I've really been enjoying doing that. Y'all seem to enjoy it too. When I can really move my arm and manipulate the way I'm holding things, different angles, it seems like I can pick up shifts a lot better, which is also how duochromes, multichromes, and things like that work on the eyes. You're gonna see that shift most when you're walking around throughout your day, you're in different lighting, you're moving, you're talking, you're gonna see that shift the most. So I hope that those swatches were helpful. We're just gonna do an eye look. I just wanna create, I just want to play and kind of test this palette out, see how it is. So I'm gonna prime my eyes, I'm gonna zoom y'all in, and we will create a look. Okay, my eyes are primed, we're ready for shadow. I really want to do 3 different mattes in the crease. I want to start here, and then kind of deepen up out here. And we're gonna go with these 3, Topaz, Garnet, and Amethyst. I think these are going to be super duper beautiful. I love that all the shades are named after gems. My birthstone, in case you're curious, nobody asked, but it's a sapphire. But what I want to do is stick with these 3 over here. I think this is going to be fun. So we're going to go in with Topaz first, then Garnet, and then Amethyst. Okay, so I always make sure there's no creases in my eye primer, and I'm going to go in with Topaz first. I really like this. It's definitely kind of an orangey brown shade, but basically a neutral leaning shade because it's not straight up orange. So it has that kind of brown to it though, that if you wanted to create a more neutral look using this, you definitely could. This is just really very pretty. Alright, next up I'm taking Garnet on this Sigma Alice in Wonderland brush, and I'm popping this above and below the crease, and I'm just going to slowly fade those colors together. I'll come back and blend more in a bit, but right now I just want to get kind of a nice little transition. Just if you're ever working with shadows and you want to place your color and then go back and blend, you definitely can. Don't feel like each step that you do, you have to perfectly blend. I'm not even worried about blending down in here because I'm going to cover that up with one of these duochrome shades anyways, you know, but up here, I'm going to come back and blend some more in just a bit. But for right now, I'm happy with that, how it is right there. Then I'm going to grab this E42 and we'll go into Amethyst, the darker purple shade, and I'm going to press it right here in the outer corner, just packing it on first, pressing it, and then I'll go in and lightly blend just back and forth like this. Okay, so what I want to do now that I have those three colors how I want them is blend out with Citrine. So I'm going to pick this up, and then for the lower lash line I actually want to add in Sapphire and Emerald. So we're going to work with these two shades as well. But first I'm taking Citrine, I'm tapping off my brush. This is an E38, and I'm going to go along and buff up top. I'm not going to take it all the way up under my brow bone. I just personally don't like to place shadow there, so I'm going to leave that blank, but I'm just going to work in very small circular motions because I'm lightly tapping my brush to my skin. I just want it to be this hint of citrine up there, not like an intense yellow or anything, you know, just using this to buff and blend. All right, then I'm going in with Emerald. Sorry, I'm like looking down, y'all aren't gonna be able to see. I'm going to put this right under the lower lash line, but I'm gonna keep it right here, so not all the way across, and I'm just going to make sure I have that pigment closest to the lash line, and then I will blend it lower. But I want it to come down somewhat low because even when I have mascara on, I want you to be able to see this shade. So I'm keeping it against the lower lash line and then buffing it down. So that was a pencil brush. Now I've got my Sam Ravindell brush, and I've got the shade Sapphire. And I'm going to do the same thing close to the lower lash line and then buffing it out and connecting it with the purple shade out here. So I want this nice range of colors right in here. There we go, just like that. So you can see how I have it kind of fade from green to blue, up to purple, and then around. Okay, we've used 6 of the mattes. Now I want to go in and use some of these beautiful duochromes. So I'm going to put down my KARLA Fix Potion. It's like a extra adhesive for sparkly shadows, glitters, pigments, anything like that. It just really makes things pop, and I want to pop today. So the shades that I want to use on the lid, I think what we will do is go in with, oh, it's so hard to decide, but I think we'll go in with Brilliance and Luxurious right down here, kind of the blue and the purple. So I'm going to grab my KARLA Fix Potion. I will link this as well as everything else down in the description box, but I'm going to put this all over the lid, and then we will use these beautiful duochromes. Okay, so I have that shade Brilliance on a E55, and I'm going to go a little over halfway across on my lid, and I'm going to press this shade right on to that adhesive. That's really pretty, really sparkly. So when I have the adhesive down, I like to press the shadow on top and make sure that it kind of sets the primer. You can do this with, like, if you have the NYX glitter primer, anything like that. That's what I like to do, is kind of press the shade on, and then I'm picking up the shade Luxurious. Is that what it's called? Luxurious, yes. And this is from the Makeup Shayla brush set from Sigma, and I'm going to press that on to the rest of the adhesive, and then I'm just going to let it set for maybe 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to just kind of blend out these shades a little bit to make sure there's no harsh lines or anything like that. But do y'all see how sparkly those shades are? Really so incredibly beautiful. I mean, I know y'all have already seen the swatches of the palette. I usually swatch palettes after I put them on the eyes and create my looks. So I'm very happy to know that these duochromes are just as sparkly as the ones in Fairy Tale Fairies, because that is so beautiful. Okay, so I'm loving the way this is coming together. I feel colorful and fun, and I'm here for it. But I want to add an inner corner highlight. Now, I think this yellow citrine could also be really pretty as a matte inner corner, or even the shade Jade. But I want to use another duochrome, so we're going to go in with Rare. This one right here. I think that's really, really pretty. So let's see. This is just a pencil brush, and I'm going to just lightly press that onto the inner corner. I think I already told y'all that the palette does have a really nice mirror, but I'm just gonna put that right there on the inner corner. And this is our look. I do wanna add a liner and lashes, but I know y'all like to see the look before. So here it is. When I do liner and lashes, if I see anywhere that I'm like, oh, I need to blend there, I will, but this is basically it. So yeah, let me do liner, let me put on a lash, let me collect my thoughts, and I will be right back. All right, y'all, I'm loving this look. We used 6 of the mattes, 3 of the duochromes. The mattes were pigmented, easy to blend. The duochromes are sparkly, pigmented, beautiful, shifty. I put on some Kiss Ruffle lashes. I was like, what style? Ruffle lashes, black eyeliner. I'm wearing my NARS Rising Star Cheek palette. These are all limited edition shades to the palette, I think, but if you have it, I'm wearing this shade right down here. I'm wearing my Half Magic Beauty highlighter Light Trap Enter the Glow. I think they call this a duochrome glow powder. Love it. I'm wearing Blend Bunny Dollface Lip Duo. Quick little review. I love that lip duo. It wears beautifully. It doesn't make my lips feel dry. It doesn't like crack or wear weird. I've been wearing those and they wear so well. But this palette, beautiful. Now that I've worn it, played with it, swatched it, now I've swatched it, I really enjoy it. I think there are sparkly, beautiful duochromes that have a beautiful shift. I think the mattes are pigmented but easy to work with. I think you can create, of course, colorful looks. I think you can create monochromatic looks. You can create more neutral looks if you want to, because there are some like brown and kind of yellowy oranges in here. So if you want to get like a warm neutral look, you could definitely achieve that with this palette. Thank you to Simply Posh for sending me this, but just so y'all know, if they hadn't sent me this, like, I would have bought it because it's beautiful. But I'm so happy to have it now so that I can create look for y'all, show y'all swatches, kind of tell you my thoughts. As always, I do speed reviews on palettes after a few weeks, sometimes a few months of trying them. I really like to put them to the test, and I will put this in a speed review later on after I've played with it some more. But so far, from what I can tell, this is going to be a winner. I really enjoyed Fairy Tale Fairies, and this seems like the same beautiful formulas, the same quality that I know and love. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day. I have lots more videos planned, so make sure to subscribe before you leave. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.